Hello everybody, I hope you can hear me. Today I wanted to do a video from my cabin up in the White Mountains. This is where I would bug out and get out of the city if I had to get away from a shit hit the fan situation. I wanted to talk about what is the very first gun. If you're thinking about getting your very first weapon for your home, what should you get first for defense? Now you can get one of these, but if you kill somebody with this, it's murder, because if you kill somebody with this, it's going to be at a rather large distance. And you run the risk, even if your enemy is up close, you run the risk of missing or going through that person and into a neighboring home and hitting somebody else. This would not be your first weapon. This thing will travel quite a distance and go into somebody's home. That would not be cool. That happens to be an AR-15. This would be a little overkill also. First of all, you would have to chamber each round. This is a Remington 700 5R mil spec, Harris bipod, Leopold tactical scope. This thing is heavy. And for a lady, even a guy to quickly turn this, quickly turn it around, even if you're up close, this is not an up close weapon. Something else to think about with this. If you attempt to shoot somebody and they're at your front door, close range, and it misses them or goes through them, goes into another home, you're going to be in some legal hot water. I'm recommending this as your very first weapon. I mean, don't get me wrong, those are cool, tactical, but this would be an awesome first home defense. I said the word defense weapon. This is a Remington 870, 12 gauge, takes 2 3/4 or 3-inch shells. Very easy to use. You don't have to hold it at the shoulder. A lady can hold it and just shoot right at the hip if she has to. A child can shoot it. Now obviously that child would have to have a little bit of training. But the good thing about this is you don't have to be proficient with aiming. Anywhere right around your kneecaps, it's going to hit. I mean, this thing is just freaking awesome. I mean, the sound of this thing racking is enough to intimidate anybody. Let me see if I can, just the sound of that thing. And like I said, this is very light. You can shoot from the hip. You don't have to be super accurate with this thing. You run a very low risk of this going through your target and I cannot speak, inside a neighboring home where you can accidentally hit somebody else. Very low risk. These will go through walls. Tactical, practical. Now I did the research. For the bang for the buck, I think this was right around 3 1/4. This is a Remington 870 again. And I did the research on the best shotguns for the dollar. This and the Mossberg 500 come up on top of the list. I like this also because it has a shorter barrel. Very easy to clean. So that's what I would get for your very first home weapon. It's practical. Anybody in your family should be able to use that thing. with a little bit of training, a little bit of practice, they'll get accustomed to the kick. It'll be all right. You don't have to be accurate with that thing. Anywhere. I can aim right here, I'm still going to get, if I aim at somebody and I'm aiming right here, I'm still going to hit them in their face. I can aim right in their shoulder, I'm still going to hit some of it in their chest. So you don't really have to be accurate. Something else I like. Now, this does have a longer range. This is a Ruger 1022. But what I like about this is it has absolutely zero kick. These are two 50-round mags, I believe. Maybe 100-round mags. They clip in. Freaking little boy can just or freaking send 50 rounds down range, and the thing's not going to kick a bit. 22 long, what is it, 22 too long? I wouldn't want to get hit with one of these. You could spray a local area. I feel pity for anybody that gets hit with these. Ruger 1022 LR. I chose the Woodstock. I just like it. I don't recall the name brand of these, but you can get these online. Butler Creek, if you can't hear me. And they, what I like about them is they just attach, do pegs. They just squeeze together, boom, they're together. But once again, the shotgun for your first home defense weapon. My second one would be a handgun. Man's handgun. This is a Sig Sauer P229. This is in .40 caliber. It's a 10-round clip and one in the chamber. Very light. I have it with True Glow sights. It could be black as, you can turn off all the lights and these will glow forever. With a bikini, this is a bikini holster. Man or lady's gun. .357 titanium J-frame 5-shot revolver. Very light. My advice when buying a large caliber handgun is to buy a heavy handgun. Most ladies will pick out a titanium something light because in the store it feels good, it feels light, but unfortunately the lighter a weapon, the more violent that kick is every time you shoot. And then you have to reacquire your target. Unless you have very good control and you've had a lot of practice, get a heavy weapon as far as a pistol. This is a Smith & Wesson, I think I said it already, titanium 5-shot 357. The good thing about the 357s is they can also shoot 38 calibers. So if you run out of 357s, 38s work just perfect. I think I covered all I wanted to talk about. Once again, these are cool. Maybe after you get your first and second weapon, maybe you like to get one of these. But if you're trying to be practical and you're trying to be wise with your first purchase, and if your first purchase is geared towards home defense, the shotgun would be the way to go. Not one of these, not one of these sniper rifles. Not even the 22, the shotgun. Anyway, I appreciate you watching my video from the cabin up in the White Mountains. This is my bug out location. I appreciate if you can subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Pardon me while I walk towards the camera and turn it off. Take care of yourselves.